Welcome to the iShop Davie podcast, where we're enhancing the positive local buying experiences for the residents of Davie County, North Carolina. When you choose to spend your money, you have many places to choose from. This podcast reminds you to spend your money here because Davie County is home to great customer service, quality business products, and innovative business leaders. The iShop Davie podcast is introducing you to these leaders each week. My name is Chuck Taylor, your host for the iShop Davie podcast. Thank you for joining us. This season, we're focusing on the service-based businesses that enhance the well-being of our county. For our inaugural podcast, we welcome the ladies who have been driving the iShop Davie mission for a few years now. Carolyn McManamy, the Davie County Chamber of Commerce President, and Caroline Moser, the Member Services Director. They're here to tell us about the iShop Davie vision and how our citizens benefit from it directly. So we've got a lot to talk about today. We've got a lot of information. You guys have been working very hard to set Davie County up as a place of success for business leaders and for our citizens. So let me just jump into it because I'm not sure that everyone really understands what it is the Chamber of Commerce does. So could you tell me a little bit about what the Chamber of Commerce does?
Well, in broad terms, a Chamber of Commerce is a business network organization, and the primary goal is to advocate on behalf of the business and to further the interest of the business community. So that's sort of the broad definition of what a chamber does. But specifically, the Davie Chamber, we serve as the voice of our business community, and we focus on leadership, advocacy, and really sort of promoting all of the business interests here in Davie County so that we're fostering a stronger economic environment and higher quality of life for the citizens and residents of the community.
And I would say that you do that exceptionally well. As a business leader myself, one of the things that I consistently see is that there's this consistent message that's going out. We're trying to help you. We're trying to work with you, creating networking opportunities, creating resources, and having resources available for businesses to use, both small and large businesses alike. That means that there's a lot of work that you guys are doing on the back end that I imagine people don't see every day.
Very well said.
Okay.
You're absolutely right. And I think that's one of the things that we struggle with is because there are so many things that we're working on the back end to further our businesses. And maybe we're not necessarily always doing the best job of getting that out there. Mm-hmm. But we do host a lot of events each month. We do regular ones. We do annual events. And the whole idea is to provide those business-to-business or business-to-consumer opportunities so that our chamber member businesses have the opportunity to grow their business, to broaden that customer base, get out there in a higher, more larger profile way so that people know they're there and can take advantage of their services or purchase their products.
Great. So as a function of this, you guys have been working very hard to really try to establish this networking, this advocacy for businesses. And this is really what the podcast is all about, is how we're going to advocate for businesses in our community. But I'd like for you to spell that out a little bit more. What kind of the vision that you see? So whether we have business leaders on the podcast or we have community partners who are listening in and they're going, okay, what is this all about? I'd like to hear a little bit more about what this vision is for you.
Well, the fact that we're naming it iShop Davie, I would hope would kind of resonate and help people understand that. That's our Shop Local program that I have often said is Shop Local on steroids because we took it beyond that independently owned business and decided that it encompassed all of the businesses in Davie County because they all contribute to the well-being of our community and they all play a specific role in our economic impact, really, for a lack of a better way of putting it. So I want people to get out of this is that there are tremendous businesses here that probably can suit just about all the needs that you have. And with so many products and services available. And a lot of times people aren't aware of them. Maybe they're crossing the borders and going to some other larger community someplace else to do their business, and they don't think to look here. And so my hope is that we can shine the spotlight on the many businesses and products and services that are available here so that people will choose to do their business here and invest in their community where maybe they live, they send their kids to school, they pay taxes. You know, all of that contributes to our economic vitality, and it all really matters in terms of keeping that high quality of life and the type of community that people want to choose to come live in.
Right. So, Caroline, I had a conversation with you several weeks ago, and not everybody saw the passion that she has for these businesses. But when we were talking about kind of the birth of this idea of the podcast, it was this, but there's this business and they do such a good job. And there's this, and I really want to see people learn about it. And it almost feels like because we're in Davie County, because there isn't quite as much exposure, that people truly are missing out on quality businesses that are located right here in our community because they've traded convenience of being in the larger cities for the quality of customer care, product value, etc. that's right here at home.
Yeah, and we try really hard with our social media, with Facebook, with Instagram to get the message out, and we just want people to really recognize that we do have this great community. So when we're going to networking events and stuff like that, we're just really singing the praises of all our businesses and hope that people will stop and shop.
We help people. We help people get from where they are to who they want to be. We help them clear out the hurdles that have been blocking their path to success. We help them focus on their future self, how they can succeed, their strengths, and their unique qualities. From individuals to couples to businesses, we help people discover God's hope, make wise choices, and realize their potential. Meet the coaches who can help you and learn more today at sagegardencare.org.
Want to know about the Swicegood Group? We're a brokerage and auction firm that specializes in exclusive seller representation, asset appraisals, real estate evaluation, digital marketing, video promotion, and the sale of both real and personal assets. From the coast of North Carolina to the mountains, we have sold large tracts of land, multi-million-dollar assets, celebrity estates, and even mom and dad's home and contents. Give us a call, 336-751-4444, or find us on the web at theswicegoodgroup.com.
So let's do this. I want to know, what would stopping and shopping in Davie County look like for the person who is an outsider? Maybe someone who's going to come in and tour for the day, someone who wants to check it out, maybe someone who's local that wants a staycation. What would stopping and shopping in Davie County look like?
Oh my gosh, we have an awesome downtown historic district where you can eat at a great restaurant, whether it's Irish fare or All-American, and shop at our unique boutiques. And we even have a Laced with Grace wedding bridal boutique. So no matter where you are, you can always find unique gifts.
Cool. So with that information, what I want to know is what makes Davie County unique and special? I know you've already talked a little bit about this, and I'm sure you could go on for days and days about what makes Davie County special, but tell us kind of your version of what is it people who might come in and check it out, people who live here who don't really understand the depth of what Davie County has to offer, what makes us unique?
Wow, that's such a loaded question because I think there's so many things that you could say to that. But I think first and foremost, I think it's such a warm and welcoming community that I feel like we already have so many businesses that are unique, organic growth that's happened here, independently owned, that type of thing, right up next to maybe a national retailer, what have you. I mean, we're just a wide scope of business type here. And when new businesses come in, I feel like they're just welcomed. And this community, it's just friendly. And I think we're a great spot for someone to choose to do business.
It's our business owners, it's staff members and stuff with businesses. You walk in and it's like, oh, hey, Caroline, how are you? They know you by first name. And that makes people want to come back and shop and spend their money with them versus someone else. So we're just great. Davie County's awesome.
Yeah, I think so. It's a great place to call home. It's a great place to be able to visit. There are a lot of small businesses that are really focused on this customer service aspect and taking care of the individual. And you're right that I want to know your name. I want to know who you are. And even for the folks who have grown up here their entire life, that feels very special for someone who maybe hasn't spent their entire life here in the small community to feel like you're cared about. For those who haven't grown up here, especially, is, oh, this is a place that's caring. This is a place that's welcoming. This is a place that really wants to know who you are. And we learned recently in an update about the county that there's a lot of manufacturing jobs and stuff that are coming here. There's a lot of businesses that are looking at Davie County and want to come in this way. So growth potential certainly has an opportunity going forward. Wonderful. So is there anything else that the Chamber ladies would like to share with our listeners about what we need to know about iShop Davie or our community going forward?
Well, I think with regard to iShop Davie, I think we really want people to embrace the concept. There are a lot of shop local programs out there. We really want people to understand that it does make a difference and that supporting these businesses, large and small, regardless of where they are located in the county, is an investment in our community.
Right.
Especially with the locally owned businesses, but really with all of them. When they're strong and people support them, then they're hiring more people and we have more jobs and there's more money in the community. And when you look at all of the different organizations that we have here and the nonprofits and that type of thing, these are the businesses that are supporting them. So it comes full circle. It's an investment in our community. It's bringing jobs to our county. But it is really, we're all investing in making sure that we're in an economically thriving environment with a high quality of life. So I just encourage folks to learn more about the community they live in and support those businesses. It matters.
So one of the things that you guys have done to really help propel this is you've created a community guide, which has a list of all the businesses in Davie County, right, that are doing work. So if you're curious, what are the businesses that are out there, then you've got this guide. And also on your website, you have a list of businesses that are part of the chamber that are engaging and supporting our community. And you can go through and look and see, oh, what are these businesses that I may not have been aware of?
Right. And one of the things that we like to say is that we are a conduit of information.
Yeah.
We like to take that in and we like to get it back out there. And so there are a lot of different ways that we're promoting those businesses. Like the business guide, excellent example. They're on our website through social media, like Caroline has said. But we're also promoting the businesses through individual interaction, whether it's somebody calling us on the phone looking for a referral or coming into our office, which we get quite a lot of, actually. And so for us, it's great to be able to help folks out, direct them to the businesses that exist here that can serve whatever need that person might have. Let us be the resource.
Yeah. So if someone wants more information, the best way to connect with you is either go by the office, which is located where?
135 South Salisbury Street.
Right downtown Moxville.
Yep.
Okay.
Next door to Junkers Mill.
Yes. Or they can go online. What's your website?
DavieChamber.com.
Easy enough. Thank you, ladies, for being a part of this today. Thank you for being the impetus of so much that is fulfilling our community and for helping grow the economic vitality here at home. Thank you for getting this iShop Davie launched. Thank you for helping with the podcast. We're just grateful for all the work that you do that people see, and especially for the work that you do that no one ever sees.
Well, thank you. And remember to always iShop Davie.
Yes.
Thanks, sir.
All right. Thanks for listening to the iShop Davie podcast today. We're proud to showcase our innovative business leaders who are enhancing our wonderful community. For show notes, including links to resources we discussed on today's show, head to iShopDavie.com. Also, take a moment to subscribe to the podcast in iTunes or Stitcher so you won't miss any of our upcoming shows, and tell a friend about our show. Be sure to like the Davie County Chamber of Commerce on Facebook to learn more about all of our upcoming events. We will see you next time on the iShop Davie podcast.